The human mind is incapable of remaining still and seeks to discover what is the true essence of which we are made. The different religions and beliefs try to explain this, or even declare that there is nothing after death. But everyone agrees that there are concepts such as ethics, hate, and compassion, which resist the biological explanations until now used by science. So where do they come from? The search for identity, the real me, would seem to be a particularly human characteristic, and thousands of people have dedicated and continue to dedicate their lives to it, though none have as yet come up with an explanation capable of convincing everyone. Though we don't have the answer, no one can deny that it is a question which constantly preoccupies us, and, as far as we know, is something which distinguishes us from all other animals. This is the Ivory Coast. Here we can see a particularly spectacular example of this human obsession with transcendence. This colossal religious work is a replica of the Vatican in the middle of the African jungle. Almost 2,000 workers took 3 years to build it. It is the Basilica of Yamusukuro. 128 Doric columns, each one 30 meters high, and 7 hectares of marble brought from Italy and Spain were the work which the first president of the Ivory Coast, Félix Houphouët-Boigny, wanted to dedicate to the Christian God. A cross of solid gold weighing 50 kilos presides over the sumptuous interior of the basilica, surrounded by 7,400 square meters of stained glass windows. In one of them, the ex-president had himself portrayed, so there could be no doubt about his devotion. There is seating space for 7,000 people, but it is always empty. The majority of the people of the Ivory Coast worship other gods. Despite this, the president spent almost his entire fortune on the construction of this temple, which he then presented to the Vatican, its current owner. He, without a doubt, was very sure of the call of heaven. As well as our relations with the landscape, we human beings couldn't ignore the presence of all the other living creatures that have accompanied us on the long evolutionary path. The majority of peoples have invested animals with a halo of mystery and superstition, and that is particularly true of hunting peoples. Human beings cannot resist this call from within. We need to see more than a simple eagle. We look for a message in their presence, in their voice, and in their majestic flight. Humanity in reality seeks to represent itself in the cosmic visions our cultural condition forces us to create. Evil, death, and illness are different problems which we cannot experience without seeking an explanation around us or inside ourselves. In the long history of thought and imagination, both mythical, aesthetic, and religious, we have used the other animals as vehicles in our search.